I'd just like to talk briefly now before we open up on some of the, I guess, what focus really means, what progress has been made, and what this opportunity really means for agri-tech in and from New Zealand. A key thing that's different and important about the agri-tech ITP is the fact that it is a genuine focus on agri-tech as a sector of itself. So that's acknowledging that agri-tech makes a really important contribution to New Zealand's primary sector. And over and above that, it is also a sector of importance itself. And therefore, it has potential for what it can mean for New Zealand GDP and New Zealand's impact in the globe. Of course, that focus from the New Zealand government and from these all of government agencies is well matched to the type of focus that's happening globally on agri-tech for all of the right reasons. We've seen many conversations in the past about the populations we need to feed, and more we're acknowledging that not only do we need to feed growing populations, but we have a planet to care for, and that agri-tech and innovations in the agri sector is a really important part of that. When you look at sector focus as well, it's the all of government approach to the agri-tech ITP has really come to light over the last year and a half or so. So what you see here is some very smiley faces for a group that are coming together on a regular basis. These are people from different agencies, specifically collaborating together and focusing on the agri-tech sector. I think that's quite a unique approach. Fair to say, that different agencies have different prerogatives at different times, different reporting structures. And so to actually have a conscious effort to bring them together is really quite unique. So what you see here is people from MPI, MB, NZTE, Callaghan Innovation, and other groups such as the Ministry for Environment have been involved at several other times as well. So it really is a unique approach and has had some quite significant impacts when we look at what that really means in terms of progress for the ITP. Key things that I've noticed through the ITP is when you link some of those different agencies together, you start getting a combination of foci that might not happen otherwise. So we have great, strong in-market connections with NZTE and market teams. We have for the agri-tech sector, which has so many young businesses as well as established businesses. Sometimes to understand that whole portfolio of businesses doesn't quite match where NZTE have been structured. And yet Callaghan Innovation are very much focused on those early innovators and those entrepreneurs. You bring those two things together, we're seeing some projects and work that we'll be talking about today, and you'll hear about today, that are really truly unique as they line up that sort of portfolio of agri-tech entities from early stage through to established businesses. And you'll hear today about what that means in terms of new capabilities then to form some really meaningful relationships on the strength of in-market connections and really strong sector understanding.